Protesters are taking to the streets outside of that convention, calling out the former president. Our Dane Placco joins us live with more on what's being done to keep everyone safe. Dane?
Yeah, Sylvia, we're directly across the street from the Hilton Towers on the other side of Michigan Avenue, the east side of Michigan Avenue. And as you can see behind me, there is a small but noisy group of protesters out here, probably 60 or 70 people. Not a very big crowd, certainly not as big as we've seen when Trump has visited only a couple times in the past decade. But then again, this event was only called within the past 48 hours, and so there was not a lot of time to organize. As you can see, the Michigan Avenue is still open back there. They're keeping the busy thoroughfare right in front of the hotel open. However, a couple of the streets north and south of the hotel are closed. Balboa has been closed north of the Hilton Towers. 8th Street is closed south of the hotel. A lot of police officers, in fact, hundreds of police officers in this area right now. Police officers far outnumbering the protesters that are here. They are making their presence known on bicycles and on foot patrol. I haven't seen any of the horse units yet, but they are blocking off this part of Michigan Avenue on the sidewalk to keep the street open, to keep the protesters from going across the street. There is an interesting mix of protesters here. Some people with Palestinian flags protesting U.S. policy in the Middle East. We're seeing a handful of people holding Kamala Harris signs. There's also an African-American group protesting Trump's policies regarding minorities. And perhaps most interesting, a tuba and brass band that occasionally breaks into oompa music, which they call silly music, which they say befits Donald Trump. Now, I had a chance to talk to a couple of the protesters out here a short time ago. Here's what they told me about why they're here.
Trump's a danger to our democracy. He's a degenerate. He's trying to implement Project 2025, which everybody should look up. You should all look it up. Project 2025. It's going to try to take away rights from women, especially.
I just think that his words for Chicago have always been very disrespectful, and for him to come here to our city and try to, I don't know, pretend that he has some support for this city and the black community is crazy.
All right, back live now. You see that group of protesters, again, about 60 or 70 people on the east side of Michigan Avenue, directly across the street from the Hilton Towers. We don't know if the former president has arrived yet. They've blocked off Wabash on the west side of the building, and there's a Sally Port back there, a hotel garage. Presumably he would be brought in on. We've not seen any Secret Service detail out here yet, or any of the helicopters that might be used in an operation like that. So all fairly calm out here. Noisy but calm. Again, not as many protesters as we've seen at previous Trump events, but again, this was called very recently. Sylvia, back to you.